And welcome back to another edition of 3 with Lee. I'm Donnie Lee, Superintendent of Wichita Falls ISD, and in today's edition, we're at Jefferson Elementary, and we're in Miss Chan's classroom. Miss Chan, welcome.
Hi.
So tell us what we're doing today. You said that we were doing adaptive reading. What is that?
So adaptive reading is basically we get a book every month, or in every week we've been doing it, and then I have visual pieces for each of my students, and as we go along in the story, they match their pictures to the story. So it's basically a way to help them be engaged. They're participating, and they're just following along with everything.
Okay, and so with the while you're reading the story and they're matching that pictures, does this help students who may be cognitively impaired or can't read very well keep those students engaged, or why do you do it?
Exactly for that reason. We basically want them to be engaged, we want them to feel successful, and we want them to read along with us. So by using the visuals, they're able to answer or look at those pictures and say, hey, this is a flower, this is a seed, and they're being able to match it, and so they're reading along with us.
Okay, and so how do you measure their success after reading the story to them? Do you walk around and ask them questions at the end of the story to gauge their understanding, or how do you know that they're getting the story and in other words, how do you know they're understanding the story that you read to them?
So after every story, we do a visual comprehension quiz, and it's basically it's basically a question with two answers, and then I go around and ask each student what the question, and then they answer by pointing to the visual, and then most of the time you can tell that they're getting it because they answer correctly.
Yeah, and so most importantly, do they love it?
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of good engagement, and I've seen a lot of participation and excitement.
Awesome. Well, this class, I've really enjoyed getting to know your students over the year. You got third graders, fourth graders, fifth graders, but you know very well that this classroom can't run at a high level without two awesome pairs that you have as well.
Yes.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Do you want to give a shout out to your pairs?
Yes.
Who are they?
Yes, so my pair is Monica and Catherine, and yeah, I could not do it without them. They go around while I'm teaching, and they help each of my students that sometimes maybe have a physical disability participate better, and cognitive. They help me just keep things running.
Well, this has been outstanding, Ms. Stan.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your class with us, and thank you for all that you do for WFISD.
Thank you.
And as always, thank you for joining us on another edition of 3 with Lee. We'll see you next time.